Hey, welcome to the Original Brew Collective podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ben. This is Robert.
How's it going?
We are excited to be here and reviewing another beer and talking about just different stuff. And if this is your first time tuning in, just as a quick reminder, what we do is we review different...
A reminder?
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't tuned in.
If you haven't tuned in, and if you have been tuning in, it is, I don't know, whatever. So what we do on this podcast is we review different beers from different breweries. And while we're doing that, we like to talk about other stuff while we're reviewing it. And we just have a lot of fun doing it. But today is no different. So what are we talking about today? What beer are we reviewing?
Yes, we are reviewing, I think this might be the first time we've ever done this. We've reviewed a beer from the same brewery back-to-back weeks, right?
Yeah, it is the first time.
I think this is, yeah.
And there's a reason.
And they said it couldn't be done.
Everyone doubted us. But I think reason why is it says on the can, we're just listening to the can, it says drink fresh. Yeah. And so we want to drink them fresh.
We're respecting the beer.
We're respecting the beer.
Honestly,
we're respecting the brewery.
We're doing it for the beer.
Respecting the brewers.
Yeah.
Drink fresh.
Yeah, drink fresh.
And we just got these, so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even think I said this is Monkish. So if you didn't watch last week, now you know. Last week we reviewed Monkish. We reviewed Solo Hike, which was a collaboration. This one is not a collaboration. This is something that's been previously released. Our first time having this one. It's called Foggier Window. It's a double dry hops double IPA coming in at 8.1 ABV.
Yep.
I'm really excited. Everything that Monkish puts out is incredible, especially the IPAs. I shouldn't have said that. Everything. Like I said, not especially, just especially everything. I
do think that they're pretty popular for their IPAs, though.
That is true.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I was saying that. But yes, super juicy, incredible. The last beer we had just kind of blew us away.
Yeah, for sure.
Tons of tropical notes.
Yeah.
So this one we're very excited about. Like I said, first time having it, Monkish Brewing Company in Torrance, California, which is located in Los Angeles County. So without further ado, I'm going to open this one up. For those of you who are not watching on YouTube but are listening on whatever streaming podcast platform you're using, I'll give you a brief description of the can art. It is a old school, I want to say an 80s big looking van that has rolled its windows down. And then it just has smoke billowing out like they just hotboxed the crap out of that car. So much respect to that, whoever is in that van, because how they survived that level of hotbox, we don't know, but they did it. I've said this is not the first time. Last time was the first time that we've reviewed a beer from Monkish. A lot of their beer names are based off of old school hip hop lyrics.
Do you know what this one is?
I don't. Which
I want to say possibly Snoop Dogg, because hotboxing.
That's a really good guess.
Yeah.
And plus, he's one of the bigger old school hip hop
artists. It's an
artists.
educated guess.
That's a very good educated guess, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, how would you describe the color on this one?
It kind of looks like a light. Yeah. It's very hazy. No visibility. Kind of like a light orange.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like orange juice.
Yeah, it does. Like a lighter, creamier...
Not
milkier orange juice?
Yeah, milkier orange juice. Like a splash of milk was poured into a glass of orange juice.
Yeah.
So, that's... Yeah.
There it is if you're watching right now. Trying to give you a little bit of a view on that.
I mean, it's a great color.
It is.
It is
absolutely
fantastic.
Gorgeous. Very opaque. You're not seeing anything through that. Let's see. Let's talk about the lacing real fast. Nice lacing. Signs of a quality beer. For those who are watching, you can probably see that on the glass. I tilt it, swirl it. It's going to leave that coating, which is a positive sign.
I like to see it. I like that.
Ben's not even going to sip it. He's just going to keep staring at it.
Look at it and smell it.
All right, Ben is weirding us all out. So let's move on to what we're getting on the nose.
All right. Wow. So I'm getting kind of citrusy aroma on it. Yeah. I would say grapefruit, and I am kind of orange. So citrusy notes for sure.
A lot of citrus notes. Tangerine, orange, not so much citrus, but another fruit, mango, a little bit on the nose.
Oh yeah, I can get mango for sure.
One good
That's cool, man.
Smelling technique. And we've said this before, we're still learning about beer, and it's kind of just we document our journey of trying different beers and learning as we go. And good smelling technique is to put your nose in and try taking one big whiff, and then go and approach it again and do a couple small like sniffs through the nose or inhales through the nose to try to really capture, the aromas.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Let's see. You want to taste it?
Yes. No, I think I'm going to just stick to it and just keep smelling it.
And keep swirling.
Yeah. The whole time. No, I don't want to taste it.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm not tasting this.
First thing I want to describe is the mouthfeel on this. So I'm going to say, right off the bat, it's heavy. But for descriptors, it's very pillowy. Like, almost feel like it's like a blanket washing over your mouth, like over your tongue. It is. I love this beer. The mouthfeel of this beer. You're looking at me like you think I'm crazy.
No, okay. No. No, I mean heavy mouthfeel. Just because, it does leave that. It's interesting because it's heavy, but it's almost soft at the same time.
It's like a blanket.
Yeah,
like a soft blanket,
or like a puffy cloud.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to drink a puffy cloud.
Yeah. No, absolutely. When I'm sipping it, feels like there's like a layer.
What?
Like, that's how heavy it is. And it's not...
Beer is so good.
Weird, oddly heavy. Yeah, beer is very good. It's not oddly, like, kind of weird, heavy. Just like I'm not going to keep trying to describe this. It is what it is. It's pillowy. A heavy mouthfeel is pillowy and like a blanket that just kind of goes wash over your tongue.
You know what it kind of reminds me of is not because I feel like it's different flavor, but the mouthfeel is similar to when we tasted the Julius by Treehouse. Like that mouthfeel, like really soft and coating and pillowy, like you said. Goodness gracious! So for the flavor, I'm getting grapefruit, and I am getting like what I'm getting on the nose is kind of what I'm getting on.
Me too.
The flavor profile.
Me too. So it's interesting because it's 8.1. It does have a very slight like bite, and I don't know if that's coming from the alcohol. I think that's like we're just getting some really great hop notes there. To be honest with you,
yeah, like the hop notes.
It almost drinks like a delicious beer mosa kind of thing or something.
Dude, you're getting really good at like comparing it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I know how to lift my spirits, make a guy feel swell.
because it has that. It has the citrus with like orange. Flavor, and then I'm like slight grapefruit, and I do think like mango too.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
100%.
This is a very good beer. I'm in love with the mouthfeel on this one. The flavor is incredible. What we've come to expect from Monkish.
Really, everything about it, like even the color. Like the color is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious,
this is an incredible beer. When I bought some, I mentioned I keep referencing our previous episode, but when I bought it. Or I was there at the release and got my cans. I was scrolling through the comments on their Instagram post about the release, and there were so many people looking for both beers because it was a double can release. But Foggier Window in particular, I was seeing a lot of people who were.
I wonder what it's rated.
Really trying to get this. I do know what it's rated roughly.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. So Untapped.
It might be like a decimal off.
Untapped, right?
Yeah, we're going Untapped. So there's Untapped, the two
Beer
really.
Advocate.
There's Rate Beer too, but I feel like the two primary ones are Beer Advocate or Untapped.
Those are what I usually look at.
I prefer Untapped.
Yeah, I look at Untapped.
Personal preference, but Untapped I feel like has a more realistic rating. If you look at I would be willing to bet if you go and look at this beer, Foggier Window by Monkish on Untapped, and then you go and compare it to what the Beer Advocate rating is. Beer Advocate will typically be a little bit higher. And so I feel like as far as how I feel about certain beers, Untapped is a little more accurate, in my opinion. But personal preference.
So you know what it's rated.
Like I said, give or take a decimal point.
Okay, I'm gonna say
yes.
Because is there any beer that's I know it's not a 5 because that would just be impossible. But is there any beer that's a 5?
Treehouse may have done it.
All right, well we can look that up after.
Or it's like 4 point, it's like insane, like 4.6, 4.8.
Okay,
something nuts.
This is so. I'm gonna say 4.49.
If I recall correctly, give or take a decimal point, this is 4.5.
No way.
Yeah, well done.
Goodness gracious.
Good gravy.
But 4.5, that's so good.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's a if you're not familiar with like
and I would
rating
have
systems.
I would have given it higher than that.
If you're not familiar with those rating systems,
yeah,
there's several different factors that go into rating. You make your account and you can rate these beers, and they take it to different counts, like that. The stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the appearance of it, the look, the mouthfeel, the taste, the aromas, what you get on the nose, and all of those factor at different percentages, and then Untapped or Beer Advocate will combine those and provide the overall score that you've given it.
I feel bad for people who haven't drinking Monkish, but also hopeful that you will someday.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had anything that hasn't blown me away.
Yeah.
By Monkish. Like, this was blowing me away. And I love how different each of their beers are. I think in one of the episodes, previous one where we reviewed Bathe and Baselines and Vietnam, California, right?
We did a double review episode.
But one of them was like melon notes. Mm-hmm. Like we were getting mostly melon on it.
I love that.
And then the last episode was like tropical notes. And then this one's like citrus notes.
Mm-hmm.
They're all so different, but so good.
Yeah. And and this isn't just like a citrus New England. This is, like I said, like it's almost like a citrusy with a splash of other tropically, like a mango juice thrown in there, like a mimosa. It's really good. Better than a mimosa.
Yeah. I actually like completely forget what I was going to say.
So, I'm sure it was deep.
It was about the beers, but I can't remember. But
yeah, they're all very different. All very, very good beers.
Mm-hmm.
If you've joined us before, you're well aware we do brewery talk, and we decided this week that this is our podcast, this is our show, and so we can talk about whatever the hell we want. And so the topic is whatever the hell we want to talk about. So we said, F it. Like, we're not even going to like plan a theme. Let's just kind of chat. Like, what is more brewery talk than that?
Yeah.
Like, you don't go to a brewery and think like, what am I going to talk about with my friends? Unless you're on like a first date or something like that. Then I suggest probably pre-planning topics. But or at least have an idea of like questions to ask that person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we felt like it couldn't get any more brewery talk than that. So we don't have topic. 100% honesty, no topic. Where it's just whatever the hell we want.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, Ben?
It's going good.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay, and so it begins.
No, I actually wasn't going to ask this question until you were describing the can. And have you ever hotboxed a car?
It's legal now, so what the hell? No, I actually haven't. I've been in a car when it was done. It's funny. I've been in the car when it was done. I've never done it.
Okay, I've actually...
And it wasn't... Technically, the car it wasn't hotboxed because they had the sunroof open. And,
well, because I've personally never smoked weed.
Mm-hmm.
But...
which is legal in several states, including the state we live in, California, so you can
get it.
Yeah, I actually had some coworkers of mine, so I consider them friends. So some friends of mine were visiting from like the East Coast and other states, and we were hanging out earlier this week, and they were just kind of blown away that we have such easy access to
you can get it
THC or marijuana products.
We live in California, and there's like billboards now, so you can like discreetly get it delivered to you, like DoorDash.
It's like Grubhub, DoorDash, if you're familiar with any of those.
What is it called? Like,
services.
There's like a couple different ones.
There's one, the one that I'm most familiar with is called Ease, that I've seen a lot of billboards for that.
Yeah.
There's too many. That's the only one that stood out to me. I think they had like a catchy billboard.
What's your story? Oh, no, what I was going to ask is like, if you're around it, does it affect you? You know, like if you're not personally smoking.
So if I'm sitting in the car.
Yeah, if you're in a car.
Yes, you would get second.
But you were in there.
Secondhand.
Did you say you were in the car?
So yeah, I was, but they didn't. They had a. So I misspoke when I said that I had been in the car when they hotboxed, because technically they didn't. When you hotbox, if you're not familiar with that, with what that is, I'm sure most of you are. You close all the windows and everything, and then you just smoke in a car, and then that smoke fills the car. The goal is, I guess, to get a little more high, just because you're not only like breathing, like taking a hit or whatever, however you're doing it, and then exhaling, and then you're constantly just breathing.
Well, it kind of sounds like it'd be like, have you seen those videos like on Facebook and YouTube when people are like sitting in beer baths and then they're drinking beer?
Yeah,
I feel like it might be similar to that, because you're just completely it's completely enveloping you.
It's different.
I know it's different.
I mean,
but
similar. I guess I see where you're
coming from. Do you get more drunk when you're You
And it's
don't?
not like it's like getting absorbed into your, like, if I were to dump the beer
That makes
wash my hands in beer, I'm not going to get
that's true.
more buzz.
That's true.
Or drunk or
because
whatever.
you don't like when you take a bath, you're not getting hydrated or
Right,
shower.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't know. I've never been in a car when it's hotboxed. I was in a car when they had the sunroof open. Actually, interesting story because I was sitting in the back seat. 2 people in the front were smoking and blowing it out the sunroof. But obviously, inevitably, it's not all going right out the sunroof. Some is carrying back a little bit. You can get secondhand high if you're in the car long enough, if it's contained enough. In this case, no, I did not. But I had a friend in the car who was hanging out, and he was not smoking either. But that's how we found out he was allergic to marijuana, because his lungs started closing up, like his throat started closing up, like he couldn't breathe and stuff. Dang. Yeah, so he had to, like, he didn't know what was happening at first. Then we started figuring it out. So we got out of the car, and he was like freaking out, like on his hands and knees, like trying to get his breath back. It wasn't like near death experience, I would say, but I would be just as freaked out as he was. Like, if your throat starts closing up, you don't know at what point it's gonna, start going, go away or stop. But he was fine. But yeah, it was interesting to learn that he was allergic to marijuana, because I've never heard of anyone having that.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
That's kind of intense.
Yeah, so, hey, thanks for bringing it up, man.
That harsh memory of your friend almost
he didn't almost die. He was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a good friend of mine.
I do have a smoking story, though.
Yeah?
Because I used to smoke, I never smoked cigarettes, but I used to smoke, like, Black and Milds,
edgy.
I know, dude. I was
Ben was hardcore.
I was cool, man.
Yeah,
so I used to Black Milds and, like, Swisher Sweets and, like, what were they called? The ones that are, Prime Times. Those ones are, like, super sweet.
Yeah.
And, like, hookah. And so there's a hookah. So I played soccer, like, all through high school, And me and this other guy, we became friends because of soccer. And sometimes for away games, if you were able to drive, you didn't have to take the bus. You could drive to the game. I couldn't drive because I was on varsity when I was a sophomore, but no big deal.
So cool and smoking Black Milds and Prime Times?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. You're absolutely awesome.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
But so we were driving to the game, like, we would drive to the away games together, and he drove, and we would drive to the away games together, and I would have the hookah at my feet, and we would smoke on the way to the games, and then, which is, like, really stupid.
Do your parents listen to this?
I don't, it doesn't matter. I think they do.
Then still somehow,
it's hookah.
At his age, gonna get grounded.
It's hookah. But I mean, it was kind of dangerous because you had to have, like, the burning coal, like, on top,
and
everything, so it wasn't safe.
Yeah.
But we would smoke hookah on the way to the games, and then there was I don't know why this happened. Like, maybe we had, like, double headers or something, or in between games or something, but there would be sometimes where, like, we would have a break in between, and we would, like, say that we had to go get something to eat or, like, a gas station or something, and we would, like,
hit the hookah.
And we would smoke in between games. It was so stupid, dude. Like, that's so dumb, because then you have to go run a bunch.
Yeah.
Because soccer, you run a lot.
Was this before you were living in California?
That was in California. That was at our high school.
It was?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm going to have to ask you after the show who the kid was that you were at.
I don't know if you know him.
Maybe not.
But
we went to the same high school.
Yeah.
I used to own
his name was also Ben.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, yeah, Ben and Mark. But I can tell you their last name.
Yeah, I used to own a hookah when I was in high school. Got it and was visiting San Francisco with my buddies.
But I will say, like, I was really serious about soccer too. Mm-hmm. Like, I wasn't just this, like, punk kid that was like, oh, I'm in a soccer team, now I'm gonna go screw everything. Like, I don't know why I did that. I think I was just trying to be cool. But anyways,
hookah was fine. I mean, I don't condone.
But in between, like, when you're trying to run and, like, play well,
it's probably not the best idea.
No, it was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, hookah, smoking tobacco in general is not probably the best for your lungs.
No.
I actually have heard of studies, and I don't know if this is factually true or not, but smoking the occasional cigar could be potentially good for your health, because you're not supposed to inhale cigars.
Yeah.
And it's the relaxing factor.
Oh,
relieve stress.
I feel like there's
other. But there are other ways. Yeah. But yeah, I used to own a hookah. A couple of my friends used to own hookahs, and I remember we used to think it was so cool in high school. Mm-hmm. And that was also when it was big to go to hookah lounges too.
Yeah, I remember that.
When we were back in high school / like just out of post high school. Yeah, gosh.
Did we ever go to a hookah lounge together?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't hang out yet.
Well, not in high school, but after. You never went after? Because it doesn't matter.
No, I don't think I ever went after high school. Would have been just in high school.
I was late. Well, I guess I smoked hookah in high school, but I didn't go to hookah lounges until like college. I was college aged, but
there was one across from the junior college that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny. Ben probably went in between classes.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go get food real fast. And he goes, hits the hookah lounge.
Just by myself.
That is funny.
But what's your story, Don?
About the friend in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was not even that good of a story. And I've been in cars other times when people were smoking and stuff, but I never think I had been in the car when it was hotboxed.
Mm-hmm.
No, to answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
No. Have you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No, I've never smoked weed. I do remember one time, oh my gosh. So I remember I was in college and I was in communications class and we were supposed to, it was communications, but it was like group communications. So you had to be in a group.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing a presentation on like a movie that was about like a group of people and like talking about each of the different persons, like different roles within that movie. Like who was the leader, who was like the helper, all that kind of stuff, and like break down the movie, the theme of it and everything.
Was there any like crummy role that like no one really wanted, but you'd have to assign someone? Like, yeah, you'd be the dopey guy who got killed first or something.
I don't know. Well, we talked
something insulting.
We talked about Fight Club. And it was...
Oh, so you pick a movie.
Yeah, you pick a movie.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you were saying, like, they gave you certain roles. Okay, some person's the hero, someone's the protagonist.
No, so you, like, analyze a movie. Okay. And, like, talk about...
Yeah.
But, like, Fight Club, it really only has, like, 3 characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't... We made it work, though. And
anyways... What would have been really interesting is if you guys picked Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
And then who would be Piggy?
Well, you're not, like, assigning the person in your class as a character.
I thought that's what it was.
No, you just are, like... You're talking about characters? Yeah, you're analyzing the characters.
Okay, so less cool than I thought.
You have to act like Piggy.
I thought it was the whole like, presentation. If us as a group were in this movie, which characters would we be? Oh, and that's why I thought maybe it's insulting for some people. Yes. Because you'd be Piggy, you'd have your head on a stick at some point towards the end of this movie.
Well, I shouldn't laugh at that.
It's not real.
I know. It was sad though. Poor Piggy.
I don't even.
And what's his name? Actually, Piggy.
No, they just called him Piggy.
Oh, so messed up.
Yeah, the mean kids who like kind of formed their own little evil tribe called him Piggy, and then they straight up killed the dude and put his head on a stake.
Yeah, it's really messed up.
These were all like
little kids.
Anyways, that's a dark book.
Yeah,
it was originally a book. I'm sure you all know, but it was originally a book and then made into a movie.
Yeah. But anyways, so I was part of this group, and it was like. I'm going to just say 7 of us. There's 7 of us. And we went to one of the girls' apartments to like work on our project together because we had like a week to prepare. Mm-hmm. And so we were going to work on what we're going to say, like who's going to say what and all that kind of stuff and like come up with different themes and whatever. And everyone at this girl's apartment, no, it was me and this other guy. We stayed in and everyone else went outside and got high. And we did all the work. It was really...
Do you guys have group ratings? Like at the end where you got a peer rate? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Because like it sucks when you have to like do all the work. Because like I at the time like I was like I don't smoke weed like you, but you can if you want. But like I thought we were gonna work on the project.
Yeah, I had a class. It was business communications and
these dang communications people.
Well, no, this one was one of the coolest professors I've ever had. Professor Magnani, I think her name was. But she...
is like... What is it?
Magnani, I think is how you pronounce it.
Wow.
She's really cool. She was like a semi-pro tennis player, I think, at one point. And,
what the heck?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But she basically, like, if you didn't participate in your group, and, like, the group talked to you multiple times, and then there's, like, she gave, like, steps. Like, if someone's not participating, you have to talk to them so many times, and if they don't still cooperate, then you have to talk to me, and then I'll talk to them, and then if they still like are getting complaints and stuff, then they're kicked out and then they basically fail the class. And we actually had someone fail the class because we kicked them out of our group. Because she was that bad. And it was very awkward because she was crying in the class and we're just like, well, you chose to do this.
Yeah.
Got the boot. So it was awkward, but I didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
She had to retake the class.
Yeah.
You live and you learn, people.
You live and you learn. Okay, let's switch gears. So what is the last movie you watched on Netflix? Or what's like the last thing that you watched? and you can't. It has to be the last thing you watched.
I was thinking about changing.
I know.
It wasn't.
I could tell.
It wasn't the best comedy. There were some funny parts. It was definitely a movie where you want to crack open a beer or, depending on your preference, a bottle of wine with, or something. I don't. Do you want to have like a?
Is it romantic?
No, it's not. no. It's just when we watch like dumb comedy. Sometimes my wife and I, like, if she likes beer too,
get a little
but
toasty.
she'll wanna like instead open a bottle of wine, which I'm totally cool with wine.
Yeah,
I appreciate wine.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
You guys are so bougie.
Night School, I think.
Yeah,
one of the more recent Kevin Hart releases on Netflix. There were some funny parts. It wasn't the best movie, but there were some funny parts. So, had a few drinks, enjoyed that movie. I knew, like, I like to watch dumb comedy sometimes. And just
dude, I do too.
So, that's what I watched.
I feel like
it was actually last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so lighthearted and dumb comedies, and it's just easy to watch.
You just watch it.
Funny.
You don't want to, like, have some, like, deep storyline or something that's, like, an intense drama.
Yeah.
You just want to watch something dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, have a good, like, couple drinks.
Dude,
and
I guarantee
relax.
everyone wants to do that at some point.
Yeah. Well, how about you?
So, the last one I watched, which was last night too, and it's funny because I was like, I had a really busy week, and I said to my wife, I was like, I just want to watch something like super, like really lighthearted, like even like a Disney movie. Like I would watch a Disney movie right now, and just something
Favorite
like
Disney movie.
Favorite Disney movie.
New release, not our childhood, not 90s, so not like Lion King. None of the classics.
Is Tarzan a classic?
I don't think so. I'm not the biggest Tarzan fan.
Oh, I like Tarzan a lot.
Okay, I don't think it is considered a classic. So yours is Tarzan.
So yeah, I would say Tarzan, but then like Pixar, I would say because those are
which is owned by Disney.
It is, but they're slightly different. I would say Ratatouille.
Okay, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
I know, dude. I love that one.
Yeah,
it really makes me want to just like eat a crap ton of food though.
Yeah, ton of carbs.
But like whatever.
Yeah.
That one. What about you?
One of my favorites might be Moana.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good movie, dude.
Really recent like Disney release for like, those like the newer ones. But like I honeymooned in Kauai, and I know it's not based in Kauai.
No,
or Hawaii in general. I'm pretty sure actually the root of it is New Zealand island, maybe.
The people
are traveling.
It's Polynesian.
They're Polynesian, but that's like encompasses a larger group of people.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely has like the Hawaiian vibe and feel
for sure,
and culture.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the soundtrack.
Yeah, it is beautiful. What's your least favorite Disney movie?
Oh, I'd have to say Tarzan. No, I'm just
really? Though, okay, Tarzan.
I've been talking so if we're excluding classics still.
No.
Oh. I mean, I was never into like Aristocats. I know you like it. I think.
Yeah,
right?
I do like it.
I was into that, or 101 Dalmatians.
Okay,
those are like really old. Like, although I
like the feel.
I like older ones than that. Like I liked Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. But those were just.
Yeah. I like the older ones because I like the music to them, and it just I don't know.
First Disney movie
that I saw.
No, first Disney movie. Do you know what it was?
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Snow White?
It was.
Yeah.
So knowledge is power. Snow White people.
I know.
Yeah, good job.
Don't like Disney. But okay, so not like classic.
No, so we're excluding classic.
What's your least favorite? Like of the recent era.
It honestly, it might have to be Tarzan.
Really? That soundtrack.
Oh no! You know what though? I like Tarzan more than like Atlantis was Disney, right? Like those were ones, and I never saw Road to El Dorado. I didn't think Atlantis was bad, but I thought Tarzan was. I thought Tarzan was better than Atlantis.
Road to El Dorado wasn't Disney.
It wasn't?
No.
Who was it?
I think it was DreamWorks, but it wasn't Disney.
Okay, well, so I'd probably say Atlantis. I guess.
Dude, I liked Atlantis.
Well, would you?
But it's not like that's okay.
Okay, well, what's your worst or your least favorite?
My least favorite, so not Pixar, just Disney.
No, just Disney.
I don't know. I would say probably Frozen. I didn't like Frozen.
I didn't think it was bad. Like,
this is why. Okay, like I really because Tangled was really good.
I never saw the whole thing.
Really, I thought it was so good, and then like Frozen came out and it got all this hype. The reason I didn't like Frozen was specifically because of like the rock troll scene. Like I didn't understand what that had to do, and it didn't make sense. But I'm actually excited for Frozen 2.
Nice. Grown men drinking incredible craft beer, some of the best in the U.S. potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Disney movies.
Yep.
That's what we do, I guess. Anyways, that was us talking about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, whatever the hell we want.
Yep.
We didn't care.
Yep.
It was very random.
I don't remember what I was going to talk about before you asked me my favorite Disney movie.
Was that me that started that conversation?
Yeah, you said, what's your favorite Disney movie? Oh, the last thing I watched, it doesn't matter, but it was, I wanted to watch something lighthearted like a Disney movie, and then I ended up watching I Am Mother, which is...
I haven't seen that yet.
It's a sci-fi Netflix original.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
It was good.
I will watch it.
I really liked it.
Cool. But I'm going to check that one out.
I just wanted to finish what, I know people were just like, what did he watch? People were probably like at the edge of their seats, and then
probably.
Totally.
And I hope that I hope that lived up to the hype.
Yeah. But yeah, this beer is really good.
Mine's just about gone. I have basically a sip.
I will say this has been really hard to like not just finish it.
Yeah.
Just keep drinking and drinking.
I almost did.
Because it's so
it's very good. This is very good. I think
Monkish does a really good job because like it's 8.1%, but it's really
I'm gonna finish mine.
Okay. It's really like it's so easy to drink still. And I think it's because of the hop the profile on it is like the flavors they're juicy, citrusy. Mm-hmm. It's like so easy to drink.
This one actually now that it like warmed up, opened up a little bit, I was getting a little more mango than I was on the citrus side of things, but
and like
very good.
There's nothing it's
a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's so good.
Well,
just like Tarzan.
Well, Ben's gonna keep drinking his. I just finished mine. We do have more cans in the fridge, so we might have to crack open another. I don't know. We'll see.
I think we should.
I think we should as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. We really do appreciate it. We'd love to hear you. I don't know. We'd love to hear your feedback.
I just think it's funny that we were like talking about hotboxing for quite a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's
whatever the hell we want to talk about.
I don't want to get back into it because it's so easy for us to get that in California. It's crazy. Like like you said, like we can order. Like I can download an app, I can enter my information and then order it and order certain products, and they will bring it to your door, and that's it. Like it's pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
Welcome to the new world.
Yep.
But yeah, like I was saying, thank you for listening. Thanks for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Feel free to follow us on all major social media platforms at Original Brew Collective on Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter is at Brew Original.
Yeah, and if you want, we also have like personal beer accounts. Yeah. And so Robert's is at Robert_OBC, and then I'm at Benjamin_OBC. So you can follow there as well. It's different content. Just different style of pictures. And
not the same photos that we post on the Original Brew Collective or OBC account. And then subscribe. Yeah, subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, whether that be Apple Music or Apple Music is the platform, right?
It's just Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. So yeah, feel free to subscribe on that or Spotify, whatever you want, and then YouTube as well. And then also feel free to give us a rating. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
5 stars, nothing less. Thanks. Ben's gonna finish his. I'm gonna go probably open another because this is so good.
And I would say if there's like any beers that you want to hear us review, just leave it in the comments and we'll try to get our hands on it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'd love to hear from you. So Ben's gonna keep sipping his. I'm gonna stare at my empty glass.
You gotta still cheers with me though.
I will. I'm gonna stare at my empty glass until Ben's ready to crack open and share another one with me.
Yep.
But once again, thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
And cheers.
Cheers.